Alright, good afternoon everybody, it's your boy Akeem and welcome to today's blog. Here to give you one of two blogs for today. I'm going to give you two scout reports about two offensive players headed towards the 2014 NFL Draft. For this blog, I need to talk about Greg Robinson out of the Auburn Tigers. This kid is very sick and I think he's a definite top 10 selection for this year's draft. I need to talk about him a little bit. This past season he garnered first team All-SEC honors due to his efforts at the offensive tackle position, and he is just a redshirt sophomore, so that shows so much potential that he might have for the next upcoming seasons in the National Football League. He weighs 332 pounds at 6'5", and he's very fast for his size. He ran a 4.9 240 and strong as well. 32 reps at 225 pounds. He's strong, he's fast, he shows good fluid hips, as well as he surprisingly has impressive body control in his run block. And in my opinion, I think he's the best run blocking tackle headed towards this year's draft. That's just my personal opinion. Now, I gave you a couple of strengths. I'm going to give you a couple more. Like I said, he's a great run blocker. He uses his hand placement very well in his run blocking ability. He just needs to work a little bit more on his pass block, but as a run blocker, he does things perfectly. He drives his legs pretty well, and he uses his feet pretty nice. He uses light feet. He's pretty nimble. He can shift side to side to keep up with these fast, speedy defensive ends and slash outside linebackers. Now, a couple of weaknesses that he has. I did possess that he needs to work more as a pass blocker. He was rarely used in pass blocking situations for the Auburn Tigers, especially pass blocking in an island, and I think he needs to work on that just a little bit. Now, this is due to the fact that Auburn is more of a running team, the number one running team this past season in college football. Also, a couple things about him. He has only 2 years of experience at offensive tackle, which is not too good, but as he shows so much potential, and he is a mauler of a blocker, especially in run blocking ability, as I said before. He just needs to get a little bit more experience, but he will get his feet wet headed towards this year's draft and during training camp, in my opinion. Now, like I mentioned, his feet, he uses his feet well, but he's sometimes inconsistent in using his feet from shuffling side to side. He just needs to be just a little bit more consistent, but I think that he has such a good upscale and upbringing about him. I think this is going to be a good lock in the top 10 selection. He has everything, just about all the attributes that you want in an offensive tackle, and due to the fact that he is young, I think this is going to be a solid pick. Now, in my opinion, like I say, he's going to be in the top 10, but I think it's going to be a battle at number 2 headed to the St. Louis Rams. It's going to be between him and Jake Matthews out of Texas A&M. The St. Louis Rams is really in need for an offensive tackle, and I think it's going to be in between these two particular players. I think they might head towards Greg Robinson as a more run blocking type tackle opposite of Jake Long, and I think they can help out their run game in Zach Safety and company. But anything can happen. But I think he's a solid top 10 pick for this year's draft. Now, I'm going to catch you guys a little bit later for part 2 of my blogs to give you another scout report, and I'm going to give you a heads up of who it's about. It's about Teddy Bridgewater out of the Louisville Cardinal, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of hours. Thank you for watching this blog from Pro Football Exclusive. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.